Thank God it's Friday. Thank you for joining us on the Friday edition of TVC Breakfast. I'm Veronica Dan-Ikpoyi. As usual this morning, I have Ibrahim Shitta joining me on set. Ibrahim, thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Weekend is here.
Those who want to enjoy their lives, enjoy, take escapism, a break from, all the rigors of the work that they went through over the week.
Yeah.
Definitely they will have time to maybe have time for their families, or some who like the party goers. They'll have time to go merry.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But for us, it's usually a working weekend.
You had to bring that in. Anyway, we have an array of issues to look at this morning, from the celebratory kiss to the newspaper headlines where the matter of Niger is dominating. And then we're also going to look into the matter of the NDLEA and some other issues later on in the program. But let's begin with this celebratory kiss, which is most likely going to cost the president of the Spanish Football Federation, Luis Rubiales, his job. The Spanish Football Federation boss, while celebrating the victory of the Spanish team as champions of the 2023 Female World Cup, planted an unsolicited kiss on the lips of midfielder Jennifer Hermoso. This act of his has been generating reactions, especially condemnation from many who are demanding his resignation. He is expected to step down from his role at an extraordinary General Assembly later today. Meanwhile, the World Football Body, FIFA, has also initiated disciplinary proceedings against Mr. Rubiales. Right. This matter is really generating reactions. You can see that it was the medal ceremony where he was hugging the Spanish female team who came out tops with their performance, winning 1-0 against the English football side, England, and 1-0 because England was a tough nut to crack. They actually sent Nigeria back home, you would recall. And so after that hard-fought win, the Spanish FA president must have been excited because this is their first World Cup win ever. And the best performance they have had so far since we're trying to push their presence in the female World Cup has been in 2019 under La Hoya, who brought them to the round of 16. But now they are winning, the medal. And so he must have been super excited. Look at the way he hugged her. He couldn't just hold himself. And so he said it was spontaneous and without any intention, any bad intention, so to speak, that it was just a spontaneous reaction. And so, but that spontaneity is not really sitting well with even Hermoso, who got that celebratory kiss. Because it came to her as a shock initially. She didn't understand what happened, but I think when she settled down, she began to, what happened? What just happened? And so she has come out to say she did not like what he did.
Well, celebratory case. The chief of that football, Luis Rubiales, actually thought he could just kiss, like keep it short and simple.
I like that one.
So while celebrating the case, but then he never knew that would react to, that would get a lot of reactions from people from around the world. Just like you said, it's been trending on Twitter, trending on social media. People condemning that action. He was joyful. So he said that he was joyful, but then at the point he didn't respond well to the criticism.
Yeah, he said they were idiots.
Yeah, he called them idiots, and I felt that was just too much. So it's taking away the shine of the celebration by the Spanish, who defeated England with 1-0. Anything could happen. A lot of excitement. Everyone watch it, but on an international stage, what was he thinking? What did he have in his mind?
He was excited.
And
their culture, they are used to hugging and all of those.
But
this time around, he took it a notch higher without knowing, according to him. And the Spanish Prime Minister has said that an apology is not enough, because after he had said that, called people who were criticizing him idiots, and later apologized. The Spanish Prime Minister came out to say that it is not enough. FIFA is looking into the matter, and there are calls for him to even resign.
Yeah, he is more likely to resign maybe tonight, because he said it's not enough for him to, he should not even stay there more than a minute. So what people are calling for is that the investigation should be transparent and expedited, because there is no point for him to stay back there. That's why when you're excited, you need two things. Check your emotions. When you're overexcited, you can do and undo. When you are also angry, you can also do and undo. So it's always good to check one's emotions. If you're happy, think, because at that time you might not be thinking, and you'll be doing things.
So how do they think?
When I first saw the story, I felt, oh, it could be maybe like a fatherly kiss, but someone said, what are you saying? Is he a father? so American,
not our father.
Absolutely. So American Megan Rapinoe, she said that, what kind of upside down world are we in? Quoting her, on the biggest stage where you should be celebrating, Jenny has to be physically assaulted by this guy, and also refer to Rubiali's behavior at the final as portraying a deep level of misogyny and sexism. And Amnesty International has also, thrown their weight behind the investigation, saying that this is not something that should be tolerated, and then they have to expedite measures so as to, punish the offender because of the non-consensual case.
Right. But, some will ask, what is there to investigate when it is out there? This is it. This is the visual. What are you investigating again?
When it comes to issues,
processes.
We have to, because normally if you are accused of something, you have to be made to go through the trial, so that's in a fair hearing.
Defend yourself.
You can't just rush to judge him, because he will also have his own arguments, like this is the reason why I did this. But because of the outcry following its misbehavior.
But whatever reason he gives, a lot of persons would not see it as being enough.
That is
they
why
would want closure by him, stepping down, resigning as it is. Whatever the reason he gives, yes, you must give him fair hearing. You must allow him say what happened. Yes, it was spontaneous, whatever it is. But for the sake of closure, he still has to resign at the end of the day.
Veronica, it's so unfortunate that he has made history, and this history on the Spanish team is going to linger for life. Because anytime they talk about these ladies, talk about their victory, they will always refer to that incident.
It has taken away the shine of the victory that these women got. I mean, the first World Cup, FIFA Women's World Cup trophy for them. And this case just came and rubbed off everything, although it didn't make a mess of it, but it just took away the shine. Where we should be celebrating the women, we are now looking at this matter as against the women and the contribution they have made to their country, because they sacrificed a lot. If you see England, the way they played, those women, they are not a walk in the park. You have to fight hard. That is why they were even able to score 1-0. It tells you that they had done a lot of work behind the scene to achieving that result. And now, this kiss, for goodness sake.
You wanted to, just like I said, he wanted to keep it short and simple. Whatever it is that is on his mind. And that's not the only action that was condemned. While he was celebrating the victory, in the midst of, the top personalities, the Queen, he was said to have grabbed his genitals, in celebration, using his two hands to grab his genitals. So, like, what kind of unprecedented action or unprecedented behavior that he had displayed on the global stage?
His emotions.
Absolutely. So we will see. We'll wait and see what's going to happen.
Well, FIFA has reiterated its unwavering commitment to respecting the integrity of all individuals and strongly condemns any such behavior. So we will be waiting to see how FIFA handles this moving forward. It is critical that, if you occupy certain positions, you should know that it behoves on you to be able to comport yourself, be it on any stage, be it local, international, amongst your peers,
even within your
there
neighborhood.
is a set way you should handle yourself. So with what you just said, holding his genitals and all of this, it sends a wrong message that perhaps he has been doing some things, which might be why they want to investigate, to unearth if there were other issues that have not come to the limelight, and this is perhaps exposing him for them to know, okay, where they can beam their searchlight. If there are complaints from other women, has he done this to you before? Is there any issues that you haven't spoken about? We are here to hear you out. Perhaps that will be the dimension this investigation we take.
Just the feminists, they won't let this slide
It's,
at all.
it's not just about
No, I'm
being
just
a
saying,
feminist.
they will also throw their weight behind.
Obviously, we are getting
getting to the root of this matter.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Megan Rapinoe is a feminist, but what she said, the two words that she described this misbehavior
Sexism
as,
and misogyny.
it's not something that you can. It's not. They're not. These are not.
They are not words you bandy
that are
around.
simple.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's really going to be a very tough experience, a tough moment, even after he must have resigned.